Hey guys, how are we doing? It's Cryptoinsightuk here, bringing you back another video. I'm just going to update you a little bit on the XRP price action and just a few of my thoughts regarding that. I'm just going to get straight into it. So as we saw, and I published on Twitter, we were in a bull pennant or bull flag pattern that we broke out of. However, this didn't confirm as a breakout. We didn't quite get the right amount of volume, and we have seemed to reverse so far. I think this reversal is actually due to fundamental news. I think it's around Fed pay specifically. I think a lot of people thought there was going to be a direct relationship with Fed pay and Ripple, which we don't know if there is or there isn't yet. There are some Ripple partners being utilized by Fed pay, or at least part of the new system, which we know of, which are Volante, Finestra, and a few others. However, I've personally said I don't think anything will be announced within the US while they still have the ongoing lawsuit with the SEC. Does this mean that Ripple do or don't have a partnership with Fed pay? Honestly, I don't know, and no one knows at all. The timing of the lawsuit settlement was pretty coincidental. Are there coincidences in this life? I don't know. That's up for you guys to decide. I'm not going to speculate on whether or not it's going to be used with Fed pay. I know for a fact that Ripple specifically targeting cross-border payments and not domestic, so I would presume that it wasn't used within Fed pay at all. However, it would be easy for Fed pay and a real-time settlement system to plug in to Ripple's cross-border payment systems and ODL, and that's where you could see some connection and some sort of price appreciation if we did get that in the future. Now back into the price action. As I said, we struggled to break out of this bull pennant. We've come back and we're now looking to find some sort of support before potentially pushing higher. There is something I do want us to watch out for. If we do pull this bull pennant out like this actually could be a bit of a reversal pattern. If we break out the bottom of this pattern, this isn't a bullish structure. This would be a bearish structure in my opinion. However, as long as we're forming higher lows and higher highs, I'm pretty happy with how the price action is going. And we're going to have a look at the hidden bullish divergence that I talked about over on Twitter. Here, as you can see on the 4-hourly for XRP, we're clearly forming higher lows in price action and lower lows in the RSI, which is a hidden bullish divergence. How deep does this correction go? I don't know. Will it come down to the 50-day? Potentially. That's where we could be looking for support in and around this area. Before we moved up to the area that we're in now, if you go back and look at my videos, I did flag 77 cent as a key level, and it looks to be around 77 cent that's quite a reactionary level so far for XRP. We've been stuck below it for quite a long period of time, then we break above it and stay above, and then now we're literally just on 77 cent-ish right now as we speak, 76.8 cent. If this pattern continues to dip and it does form a lower low, then the hidden bullish divergence is completely void. If we hold on the 50-day moving average, then it's quite a clear hidden bullish divergence with quite a clear lower low on the RSI and a higher low on the price action. This would make me even more bullish that we were going to come up towards testing that resistance. One last thing I would like to point out for XRP is while we're just chopping in this range, this could actually be a setup just for a deeper correction. If we use Elliott wave theory, this could be an A, B, and C down to come towards the top end of this support. I'm not saying that I think that will happen, but I'm just saying that it's definitely a possibility. As I've said, since we first got into this range, we're waiting to break the resistance or come down and test the support. Everything in here is really hard to call when you have such a volatile asset like XRP, especially as it's now the only digital asset with specific legal clarity. How do we know how it's going to perform in the short term? Honestly, I really don't. One thing I would like to see for a setup for XRP to continue is a big push from Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been ranging since the 21st of June 2023. So that's actually a month we've been within this range, which is like 5.8% range. There have been a little bit of deviation both below and above the range. Let's see what happens. I think that Bitcoin has had ample time to cool off. If we look at the daily RSI, we're now just below 50. I would like to see some volume and some buying pressure come in for Bitcoin. As I stated on Twitter, maybe a Bitcoin ETF could do this. I'd like to see a 10 to 15% push of Bitcoin. Then I really think XRP could get ripping and roaring. A 10 to 15% push from here will put us up to 34,000, between 32.5 to 34,000. That's the sort of range that I'd like Bitcoin to push us out into now. If we see that, I'm going to be super bullish for alts and crypto in general. Until we get that, we're just sort of buying time. All the predictions that we make are short-term time predictions, which is extremely difficult with cryptocurrency specifically. One final thing I'd like to note is we do have the FOMC meeting on the 27th of July, which is about 6 days from the time of recording. Could we still chop around in this range until we see the FOMC coming out and explaining what's going to happen next with interest rates? If they pause again, I think the markets will rally, and Bitcoin normally reacts pretty well to this. Finally, I do personally believe that XRP is still looking very bullish. With the news that we've had, I did think there would be a little bit of a cool-off. I think a lot of people, especially retail, have jumped in the market, especially at the top of the green candle, and thinking that it's just going to go straight to the moon. And I do recognise that XRP moves very fast when it moves. However, a little bit of trickery before a move is not uncommon from any market, especially when there's a lot of eyes on a specific asset. All the eyes are on XRP right now, no matter what anyone says. We have seen some other alts pop off, like I tipped Chainlink the other day, and then Chainlink popped 18%, which is very nice to see. It's important now you just keep your emotions very cool. Watch for what is happening and not for what everybody is saying. Don't get caught up in the hype, and let's see what happens over the next week or so. I'll keep you updated as and when I see anything. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please like, comment, and share with a friend. Peace up, A-Town down, as Cryptoinsightuk would say.